guys, and welcome back for another video. So today we're going to be looking at plot twist video featuring 600-pound life worst family enablers. Alright, let's do it.
From breakfast that could feed a family to dinners that rack up thousands of calories, these stories are more than just numbers. They're real-life insights into the battles with food addiction and the journey towards a healthier life. This is Christina, whose addiction to food is destroying her life before it's even begun, and it scares her.
Just simple walking from the living room to the bedroom, I'm out of breath. I can't go out anymore. I can't even drive anymore.
At the age of just 22, Christina weighs 639 pounds and her health is deteriorating every second.
22. I mean, you even jumped back when you heard that. That's young to get to 600 some odd pounds.
They must have started her on McDonald's when she just got out the womb.
Like, she kept chocolate milk on tap. Like...
But her extreme weight gain didn't just happen out of nowhere.
My parents would fight and argue a lot when I was younger. I think that might be part of the reason why I turned to food. Because of the arguing, the screaming and yelling, made me feel like, it was my job to protect my brother and my sister.
Things have gotten to the point where Christina has started hating herself and her body because she feels like she has no control over her life, even with a great support system.
I can't take care of myself any longer. Zach and my mom have to take care of me. Since I've been married, my weight's gone up 300 pounds.
While Christina has her own apartment with her...
Did you hear that? Since she got married, her weight has went up 300 pounds. First of all, she's 22. Why were you in a rush to get married? And how long did it take for her to put 300 pounds on? That's a lot of weight.
She must have married one of them fat lovers, them fat admirers. But the thing that gets me is, I know this sounds bad, and I shouldn't poke fun at people's trauma or whatnot, but all these 600-pound lifer people, they kind of remind me of like the old abuse commercials, like, oh, I'm being abused or whatnot. Parents yelled, I was scared, so I ate. Most people kind of run away, try to go away, run away, but you guys just eat.
I'm not here to judge how people handle bad situations, you know what I mean? Everybody's got their coping method. I mean, to choose food is kind of like, in my opinion, it's kind of gross, because overeating is such a disgusting thing to do that the exit of the food is probably horrifying. Like,
I wonder, this is going to be a bit TMI, but when they take a dump, do somebody have to come with a big trash can or something, like an elephant, and just catch it all bloop, bloop, bloop?
Oh no, that would be an amazing topic for 600-pound life to cover in their next episode.
Just saying.
Partner, her mother is around most of the time since she needs help with just about everything. And for her loved ones, seeing Christina this way isn't easy.
My full-time job is taking care of Christina. I have to have help getting dressed or getting up out of bed. Seeing her sick like this, I just worry about her so much.
I have to take care of Christina in the forms of cleaning her.
I'm too young to be living like this.
Now, because of Christina's weight, she can't really go out much, which means that she's always at home, which gives her plenty of time to eat.
The more depressed she is, the more she eats.
That was her sister.
Yeah, so that meant that if she actually lost some weight, she would actually look quite desirable.
It's just the difference in weight for me. Like the fact that you got one sister who looks, almost on the thin side, and then one that's so extremely obese. What, you know what I mean? The mom fed one and starved the other? What the heck?
Put on 300 pounds after she got married. Maybe her husband was purposely trying to get her fat, because then it'd be like, yep, she ain't going nowhere on me. You're a waste of space, aren't you? You just there. I know it sounds bad.
It sounds bad, and I know in this particular case, this young lady actually did lose weight and change her life. Now, whether her marriage lasted or not, I'm not sure. I can't imagine if, like you're saying, if he had that fetish, that their marriage would last, because she has lost so much weight that she's almost the same size as her sister.
Oh, she definitely left him. She left him. She was like, yeah, I lost it. I can do better than you now.
But I'm not gonna lie, there's an issue of the extra skin after that, because it's not like she's gonna lose weight and look like her sister. She's about to be losing the weight and then having pounds and pounds of extra skin.
Some parents that want to be needed so much, or want to be in a always a part of their kids' lives that they become more of a detriment to their kid.
If she wants something, I go get it. Because I love her and she asked me to.
But what's worse is that her family enables this kind of behavior out of their love for her.
I mean, I'm scared to death of losing her, but at the same time, I don't want to make her mad.
I know it's very unhealthy for her. When I go and do this, that I'm the one that's, you know, shortening her lifespan. It's one thing that I can't stand to know is my child's hungry.
This meal that Christina's mom got for her is over 6,000 calories, and she just sits and watches as her daughter gulps it all down, knowing that it's doing more harm than good. Christina has no problem finishing a meal that would be enough to feed a whole party of people, which shows the extent.
I don't know. To me, as you're a parent and you're bringing your kid that much food, and then you're looking at both your daughters, you're seeing one that's a normal weight, and then you're seeing the other one that's the size of about 4 or 5 other of her. I just don't get how you're smiling and thinking this is normal. Like, this is why having, I think, a male influence in the household is so important, and obviously not in the sense of her creepy husband who probably just gets his rocks knocked off on all that meat, but that probably gave everybody an image they didn't need. If a man was in the household, you know a dad would be like, come on, baby girl.
Get your fatty out there and lose some weight.
Yeah, or he would say it nicer. He'd be like, baby girl, you're just getting too big. Let's just call it what it is.
It shows the extent of her addiction.
I fear that I'll just keep getting bigger until I do die. Pops.
The doctor tells Christina to lose 30 pounds before she can have her weight loss surgery.
Yeah, that's how old this episode is. You just had that look like Saw Doctor now looking young, right?
Yeah, you know, he always looked like one of those puppets that the 2 old guys always up on the balcony talking about people like he could have been a younger brother or something. But here, he actually looked a human.
Wow! Don't come for him!
Is that she still is not eating healthy.
I hope that I've done better since the last time I've seen him.
I think you have. And you've cut back a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really had much of an appetite. I just haven't been that hungry.
So it doesn't come as a surprise when she finds out that she's gained weight instead of losing it, and maybe her family is to blame.
Gained 17 pounds. What happened there?
I think it's mainly fluid, because I did good once I got back.
It's not water.
We haven't been able to cook the proper foods.
You know, that's very typical. When you got an enabler here, when you ask a question, enabler would answer.
The doctor suspects.
Yeah, see, Dr. Now's been doing this for so many years. He knows all the tricks of the trade, okay? You get nothing by him. Nothing.
Let's just face it. He's old. He don't have the patience to beat around the bush. That's why he's like that. Enabler, you shut the up and let her speak.
That Christina is consuming 7,000 calories a day, and at this rate, with all those pizzas and burgers she's been eating.
But because she's accustomed to eating a lot, they don't realize that she's still overeating.
And the only way for her to get better is to be away from her family.
She is not too far from imminent death. Right now, even a cold. She's like
Wait a minute. You think it's funny that she's at imminent death?
Okay, wait. I know that was a bad part to laugh at, but it wasn't the imminent death. I was just watching as everybody rolled her down, and I just thought that, I was like, wow, she got a whole medical staff for her fat behind. And most times, when you go, the average person go in there, they can barely get one nurse for them.
Yes, I'm going to go ahead and say it. Fat people are a drain on society in so many different ways. It takes more people for one individual, taking from other sick people. Like, y'all don't even realize how selfish it is that you're being fat like that.
Our monthly food grocery bill might be around like
I would say 400, maybe 450.
They have to be on food stamps or not food stamps. What is it? EBT? Is this no way?
They're getting disability because she's too fat to work. Her husband, just like that other episode where we watched the husband who was probably getting paid to be at home taking care of her. So, and then I'm sure that just how they give you an apartment or a place that you can have, and live off of disability is probably discounted. It might be Section 8 for her. She pays nothing. Like, her whole life is free.
I'm pretty sure they're supplying her with a large amount.
She's part of what keeps so many people working right now. And who's paying for it? The U.S. government. you taxpayers.
The pneumonia, she still got to live through it.
This is Steven, whose eating habits have landed him in the hospital more often than he would like to, and he only has a turbulent childhood to blame.
I struggled with my weight almost all my life. My mom is an alcoholic, so me and my younger brother Justin put up with a lot of abuse because of that. At that time, my mom cared more about the alcohol and her boyfriends than us.
Trying to deal with his parents' divorce and all his mom's issues, Steven had nothing to turn to but...
Did you see his leg right there?
I was abused, so I ate.
I know, but that is freaking ridiculous. I mean, that doesn't even look like a human leg anymore.
If I was abused, I would probably try to run, hide, something like that.
Or,
rather than him running to the bed, he ran to the refrigerator.
That fat is a cloak. It's a blanket of security. All that is protection. I think that they know that they get fatter, and that keeps people at bay. And look at his leg. I'm gonna explain what that is to you. It's a combination of cellulitis, lymphedema, and lymphedema. Fatty tissue that is overgrown. You have lymph nodes that are overflowed with fluid because you were unclean and you didn't take enough baths, and you let your fat folds fill up with dirt and mold and all kind of nastiness. So then you got cellulitis. All that is infection, pus, and fluid.
Isn't the human body amazing? Because I looked at the girl and I'm looking at him. It's like, it's certain body parts that will never get fat. You never see their nose get big.
I would walk up to a 600-pound person and I would be like, when was the last time you seen yours? I mean, that's what I would say.
But food.
Our mother always took off at night. She used to go clubbing, drinking. Food was my comfort through good and bad situations, but it didn't help with some of the that was going on. I mean, I was still really upset.
Both Steven and Justin developed an extremely unhealthy relationship with food, but of course, Steven was the one who suffered more.
She used to buy me and my brother fast food, anything we wanted to keep us quiet.
When Justin was about 9 and Steven was about 15, their mother, she went out one night and never came home.
When Steven's mom abandoned him and his brother, that's when his eating addiction really started to become a problem, and his dad could see it. No matter how hard he tried, Steven would always order one thing: pizza.
I tried to keep less food in the house, but Steven wanted pizza all the time. And sometimes Steven would take a tantrum fit if he didn't get what he wanted.
I mean, just thinking about that right there, like, the mom, she didn't want to deal with them, so she would get them food. Okay. But why did that have to become something that you used for the rest of your life to cope with? Especially if somebody used that to get rid of you, why would that then be the one thing that you would use in your life?
Maybe she became abusive because she had two what should I say, fat boys in a skinny boy body eating her out of house at home, and then when he hit teenagers eat like crazy. She was like, I can't afford to feed this 4 guys in one type appetite. She was like, I just can't do it anymore. This was like, I'm done.
Steven would eat a large pizza for one meal, sometimes even multiple times a day. That's 2,000 calories per meal. Even when he was being taken to the hospital to receive treatment, Steven's eating habits got in the way.
Hello?
I want to get something to eat.
Already you're hungry. Yeah, all right. Bye.
When I crave something, I have to eat. No matter what, I'm gonna eat, and someone is going to get it for me.
Even when his dad refused to get him the meals he wanted, Steven found a way to order unhealthy food for himself. This meal that he's eating is a whopping 1,360 calories.
When that feeling overwhelms you, it's...
What did he just have? A Big Mac and a large McDonald's fry?
I thought that was a fish fillet. We analyzing the food like, hey, what do you have? Like,
almost impossible not to give in. You can't resist the cravings.
For breakfast, Steven eats not just one, but 2 meals, one of them from a fast food place. So that's another 1,700 calories right there.
I had 4 a.m. breakfast, and then I pretended like I didn't have 4 a.m. breakfast, and then I had breakfast again. And that's how I manipulate my way into getting extra food.
How do you pretend you didn't have a 4 a.m. breakfast, especially considering you're not waddling your fat behind out the truck to get it. That's like, hey, old man, you didn't wake up at 4 a.m. just to hand me a freaking sandwich. No, that was your lying mind playing tricks on you.
I think it might have been other people that, you know, he was being in that big trailer with when they were taking him down there. So he could have had, you know, part of the crew give him something and his dad gave him something later. But it was the way he said it for me. Just listen to the way he said this last part.
Manipulate my way into getting extra food.
That's how I manipulate my way into getting extra food.
Like, why was he trying to turn it all sexy? Like, what was that about?
Because he was putting on the smother.
Who the heck was in the room that he was trying to turn on? He was like licking the straw. Like.
Convinces his father to get him another fast food meal, adding another 1,200 to 1,500 calories to the list.
Yeah, I got you what you wanted, you big baby. All right, that's it for tomorrow morning, buddy.
My father always caves into my brother's demands.
And the cycle keeps repeating itself again and again.
Dude, I'm exhausted, dude. Oh, wait till you see the food you're gonna get at that hospital.
I'm sorry, did you see he just flicked his dad off?
Well, you know what? In all honesty, his dad's a wussy anyway, and just replace that W with, if you know what I mean. I would take that fast food, I would place it on the furthest counter away, and I'd be like, get up and get it, fat boy. Leave fry crumbs leading up to the food. Like,
oh, God.
Lure him into a cage.
Wow.
Sorry.
I think we're both terrible.
I drank a little bit before on this.
Until Steven gets to the hospital and is forced to maintain a healthy diet.
I'm not looking forward to this diet, but I know I gotta do it. It's just my addiction, but I'm trying to fix it.
Overall in this episode, you see Steven easily consume about 10,000 calories, with the max limit going up all the way to 5,000 or 7,000 calories a day.
Sorry, if my legs started looking like that, y'all, I would be like, I think I'm never eating again. I mean, you wake up and you look down and your leg has brown on it. It's a problem. Like,
I got nothing to say.
well, if you've made it this far, you're the best. Thank you so much. Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. And don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see you next time.